Good afternoon, sir. My name is Yosefo Turaganiasi, A00238647. Currently, I'm based at Nasinu campus. So today I will do my video presentations in relation to the case scenario. So this is the case scenario. Just a simple case scenario, a hypothesis one. At a Sunrise University, a group of 5 second year students, Mary, Seru, Anna, John, and Rachel. They have been referred by the campus counseling center due to the persistent academic related anxiety and poor classroom participation. So this is as simple as burnout. So these students have reported symptoms such as racing thoughts before exams, avoidance of study sessions, procrastinations, and low motivations, and negative self-talk. For example, I'll be never good enough. So they come from a diverse backgrounds, different backgrounds, but share common cognitive patterns like catastrophizing, fear of failure, and self-doubt, often triggered by previous academic setbacks. After an initial assessment, the group counselor determines that these students will benefit from a cognitive behavioral group therapy. In a short form, is a CBGT. Example of its intervention, like it's focusing on modifying negative thinking patterns, reducing avoidance behaviors, and building practical coping skills. So this is the intervention plan by using cognitive behavioral group therapy. It is help students identify and challenge negative automatic thoughts, teach coping skills for managing academic stress, improve self-efficacy and motivation through cognitive and behavioral strategies. It encourages peer support and shared accountability within the group. It sets individual and group goals. It usually practices identifying dysfunctions in real examples, like explore avoidance behaviors. For example, in terms of skipping class and procrastination. And the second last one, it's a use of positive reinforcement and peer feedback and group close activity to reinforce connections and progress. So one of the group counseling theories that I've learned, it's cognitive behavioral groups therapy. So this theory I was learned during the lectures. I think it is from week 2 lectures on the heading of group counselors and group counseling theories. So as I've mentioned earlier, that after an initial assessment, the group counselor determines that these students will benefit from a cognitive behavioral group therapy. So this it's focusing on modifying negative thinking patterns and reducing avoidance behavior and building practical coping skills. So this cognitive behavioral group therapy, it's a group therapy that attempts to restructure the beliefs of a person that has led to negative or harmful behaviors. So with this understand, members can develop management strategies that support reduced use. So in terms of support groups, support groups can help people cope with the significant life changes such as the loss of loved ones, in terms of academic, lack of motivation. So in order for that, in terms of cognitive behavioral group therapy, members can give and receive unconditional acceptance. So, however, this group also encourages, or the counselor must encourage its members to reflect on their personal beliefs and behavior. So here's a video presentation like these are structures in terms of the counseling when the counselor conducting the group counseling. So the first steps, we are all familiar with it, it's introductions. The first step is relationship building. So the first steps involves building relationship and focuses on engaging the clients to explore the issues that it is directly affecting them. This step is important because the client will be reading all the verbal and non-verbal messages and make inferences about the counselor and the counseling situation in terms of the group counseling situation. So is the counselor able to empathize with the client, those four clients, so that does the client has not to view as the counseling genuine? What know more about the informative? One steps of building relationship, introduce yourself and the purpose of the group counseling. And the counselor must inform the clients that we are using the cognitive behavioral group therapy, and must ensure that the client feel comfortable, may have the social conservation to reduce anxiety. And the second one is a scenario summary, recap on Sunrise University students' issues, recap on the scenario, on the issues that has been shared. However, when the counselor demonstrate, in terms of demonstrate during the counseling process in the group counseling, the counselors will act out and narrate a portion of season 2 or 3, showing that a group member may sharing a negative thought. They should be sharing with each other the problem that have been shared, the problem that have been coming through. The counselor must guiding them through identifying a distortion. The counselor should act as a guiding by guiding them in terms to review their problem. The group collaboratively offering a more rational thought, so that the counselor can assigning a related work task. So they come towards the end of the session of group counseling, the counselor must reflect on the theory that is applied during the counseling session. In terms of, in this session, we used CBT techniques such as identifying automatic thoughts and challenging irrational beliefs, which is a key change in behavior and reducing anxiety. So this is a widely used therapeutic approach because it combines cognitive and behavioral principles. So the counselor may use CBT that is based on the idea that how they think in terms of cognition and how they feel in terms of the emotions, and how they act in terms of their behavior. So all interact together. Specifically, the thoughts are determine their feelings and their behavior. So therefore, the negative and unrealistic thoughts can cause the client mind distress and resulting problems when a person and those who suffers from psychological distress, how they interpret the situation, they become skewed. So which is in turn has a negative impact on the actions that they take. So in turn, however, the general outcome of this, the CBGT, it aims to help people, the clients become aware when they make negative interpretations of behavioral patterns that they may reinforce to the distorted meaning. So that is the end of my presentations. Like when you go to the conclusion part, like the counselor empathetic facilitation and the participants became genuine interaction will demonstrate the healing power of group counseling. So by the end of the group counseling, the participants are better equipped to manage the academic challenge and feel more confidence in their abilities. So thank you very much. This is my presentation. So just keep in mind, I will update the link so that you can watch my video. Naksak.